Welcome to Keto is the Worst, where I believe that if done properly, a low-carb lifestyle is not only healthy, but it is sustainable long-term and not at all restrictive. So today wasn't really a part of the plan, but I just came from the supermarket. I just came from shopping for the video I'm going to do later today and the meal prep I'm going to do tomorrow. And then I usually only go shopping every 2 weeks, so there's some generic stuff that will be for next week's meal prep and whatever I cook on next Saturday. So I thought it would be worthwhile just to go through some of the stuff that I get on a week-to-week basis, so 2-week basis for this video. And yeah, so I'm not sure. I didn't really think this completely through. I'm just using the setup that I use when I cook. And we're just gonna go item by item. And if I have something to say about it, I'll say something. But if not, we'll just keep going. It should be a quick one. The first bag here, there's no specific order. I'm just, the first bag that's here, the first bag that comes out. So this is first, right? It's the flax milk. This is my choice for nut milks. You can use, what is it? Almond or coconut if you want. And then some of these, right? Sparkling ice is something that I've been doing this for years, before I was even keto, because it was just trying to get off of soda and sugar. So I always get different flavors of these. And then I actually have some like the box of black raspberry, the 12 pack that I get from Amazon, because that's my favorite flavor. But these are just the random ones that I like to pick and choose, so to put in some variety during the week. And then this I just started getting into it maybe a couple months ago, which is just Celsius. I only get a couple. Sometimes I don't drink coffee, so there are things that are caffeinated that I have, like a pre-workout, or what else do I have? There's a sparkling ice brand caffeine, which I did not buy, but I'll show you. This one is, so whenever I'm tired or I have a long day, things like that help, because I'm not a coffee person. What else is in this bag? Heavy cream. Buy one of these small ones almost every week, just because it goes with the mac and cheese sauces. It goes with, I'm gonna make a cream of mushroom tomorrow. This will go into that, Alfredos, some of the marsalas that I do. So that comes in very handy. So there are gonna be things that are on this video that I'm just trying, because today I'm making a shroom stack burger. So I don't know if you've seen that, or it's coming out, or if I messed up and it's not coming out, but the plan is to make a Shake Shack shroom burger, and I don't like pickles. So instead, these are diced jalapenos, and we're gonna see how that comes out for the Shack sauce. You might hear that beeping if I keep the refrigerator open. Crushed red pepper is just something that I needed. This has nothing to do with keto, it's just mine was running out. And that's also true, right? This is not just a keto shopping, as I went shopping, so there's going to be things keto specific, there's going to be things that are just needed in the house, and some things that aren't for me, they're for my parents, right? So this is also, I'm making a pork tenderloin tomorrow. Should point it both ways, I guess. A pork tenderloin tomorrow, and every video that I watch, when I try to learn, this camera, any video that I try to watch for pork and things that are roasted or smoked, I guess, always use a rub. So I just wanted to try one. This is Stubbs, and it's in one of these bags that I'm also trying the honey barbecue sauce for the same brand, because this is all no carbs, right? And I think the other one is 1 or 2 or nothing. And cream cheese. I usually buy about 2 boxes a week, but this week I didn't need to. I already have 2 in the refrigerator. But this goes great with okay, let me see if I can find that real quick. So, one of my favorite snacks, I'm gonna use an open cream cheese. I'm gonna show you real quick. The reason this goes so fast in this house, well, for me personally, because a snack that I have that's just whenever I'm feeling it is, and I'm a little hungry because I didn't eat today, and yesterday was fasting day, so it's been a while since my last meal. So I take a couple slices of this, right? A couple slices of that. You just do a little slice. Put that there. Fold this up, and that's it, right? And that's a complete keto snack, completely unprepared, right? And yeah, when I used to meal prep this, when I went into work, was I would make 6 roll-ups and put that in a little baggie and take that, and that would just be a snack so I can have throughout the day. So yeah, I just realized that doing it yourself is a lot cheaper than buying the prepackaged, because also you can do that. They have it wrapped in mozzarella, but I love cream cheese, and I think it's just a lot easier to buy it yourself, to do it yourself, because look how quick that was. I'm gonna have one more and then go back. So next bag says is the meat. So tomorrow I'm making burnt ends. I'm gonna try to make burnt ends, and I thought that I was gonna make it with chuck roast because my store never has brisket, but this time it did. So this is a 3-pound brisket, and this will be the second time trying this cut of meat, but I have a few recipes that I'm following and I do want to try it. And then this will go with this, right? I'm gonna, because every time I look at a video, you need to put barbecue sauce on it, and this is what I was saying before. You see, this is 2 total carbs, and it says no sugar. So honey barbecue is why I wanted this one, and yeah. So that and that is for tomorrow. This is the meal prep for the week, and that's 1. So this goes here. Some of this other stuff is going to be frozen. Anytime I buy meat, I like to do 1 beef, 1 pork, 1 seafood, and 1 chicken. And then depending on what I already have or what I've just had, that dictates what I'm buying next, right? So chicken thighs is always something that I like to have in the freezer. I used it last week, or I used it 2 weeks ago or something like that, so I don't have any. So just bone in, skin on chicken thighs. And these I'm putting in the freezer because I'm not making this tomorrow, right? This I am making tomorrow, which is just a pork tenderloin. This is about, what is it? 2.3 pounds. The idea is to wrap this, well, season it, wrap it, put it in the oven, and then just let it cook low and slow for a while, get it real tender. And then this is going to be with a cauliflower paella type of thing. I made this on my Instagram, but I didn't make the video for it, and now I'm just doing it again, and I'll make the video and work on that process, right? Because this is all a process, just trying to get better. So that is for tomorrow as well. And then I just had salmon, I think last week. It's not last week for you, it's last week for me. But I have cod and I have shrimp already in the freezer, and like I said, I like to buy 1 of each. So that means I bought salmon, sockeye, wild. I actually like Atlantic, but I don't know, it's always farmed. So I have to go with sockeye, right? Because it's better to go wild. But this is about 2 pounds, it's 1.9. That's where I try to keep my servings, because I don't eat a pound and I don't eat half a pound like every day that I eat. So since I cook for 2, oh, this goes in the freezer. 1 second. Since I cook 2 servings per, it's about, what is it, like 9 ounces? It's somewhere in between a full pound and a half a pound, so 3/4 of a pound, whatever. And then I like to make snacks off of what's left, so that works out. So the 2 servings is 1.5, and then that other half pound will be for whatever, right? You should have seen already my salmon spread that I made from leftover salmon, or what else was in that video? I think it was salmon Benedict or something. I don't know. It was actually, but so that's what I like to do. And then the same thing with, if I have steak, it will be with some eggs, or it will be like a Philly cheesesteak wrap. And I want to make a sushi wrap with that and kind of fry it. That's going to be in the future because I'm not ready for that, or I don't have the plan for that yet. But that is coming because I had the idea and I thought it was a good one. Next bag here. It looks like a lot of stuff that does not need to be on camera. Cocoa powder. Right, this is for my chia seed pudding. I'm running out. This goes like every 6 months, so it's not something crazy. And I want to make triple chocolate flax muffins. Triple chocolate muffins, but instead of the powder, instead of flour, it will use protein powder and flax meal. And that will be for that. So I go through some of it. Bone broth. Also, I just filmed a video yesterday, or I wrote a video yesterday. I'm sorry, it's a lot sometimes. But bone broth is very important, especially for people who are starting out. I'm no longer starting out, as you can tell, but I do try to do one of these a week. It's like 2 servings, and yeah, it's just good for if your electrolytes are low, sodium is low. This is a different part of the animal. It's always good to eat the entire animal, and a lot of us don't do it because I know I don't eat organ meats, and who's eating a bone, right? So bone broth, any brand, will be good for that. Here's parchment paper. I mean, I just ran out, right? There's some things that, like I said, are not needed on camera. This is just the muffin tins that I wanted to use when I make the muffins, or yeah, they're muffins. And this is where I want to get into, right? Because that's not keto. This is bread. I think these are Portuguese rolls. I don't know. But every time I shop, I buy something sweet and I buy something carb based, depending on how I feel, depending on when I walk through the aisles, what like grabs my attention. And honestly, I would have preferred just 2, but since we're still with COVID, you can't pick your own bread. They package it for you, and they only come in 4s at my store. So I would personally only want 2 of these, and that would be sort of the serving. My mindset about that is whenever I buy something that's carb based, just make sure that it can be eaten within that day or within that serving, so you don't have it every day. So especially on Saturday, which is a free day for me, I'm probably going to do, I just really wanted bread and butter. I kind of grew up on bread and butter. Anytime, even when I was younger, when we went to like a Chinese buffet, then the only thing on my plate was chicken wings, bread, and butter, like dinner rolls, and that's it. So I always have that attachment, and that craving comes very often. And this is why I got this. So just going to toast it up, put that, and I might make, I think it's called a bechamel sauce, but it's like, it has heavy cream, cheese, butter, and then you add a top layer of cheese on top, and it's just elevated grilled cheese, right? So I think that's what I want with that. And to stay on topic, right, that's the carb base, and then this is the sweet base. Again, the world does not revolve around you, so I can't pick the servings. Ideally, this would have only been 2 or 3, and I would have just had it once or twice, right? One thing is 17 carbs, so ideally I would only have 2 in a day and then not have it again. But again, Pop-Tarts, something that I grew up on, this flavor especially. I saw it when I was in the dairy aisle, so I wanted it, and I get it. And this is what I'm talking about, that you don't have to be strict keto. This goes in the freezer. You don't have to be strict keto your whole life. You can plan these things depending on what you want, depending on your lifestyle, depending on what you're attached to, right? I'm attached to bread a lot, and that was kind of reminiscent of some of the things that I used to eat a lot of. And so I get them, and I don't feel bad about it. I planned for it, and like I said, my strategy is usually it stays within 1 day. So I'm not bringing it completely, so I'm not dragging that out. It was just 1 day, you blow that up, and then you get right back on. The reason it's 2, back when I used to shop every week, it was just 1, it was once a week. But now since it's 2 weeks, it will be twice a week, and I just pick my day depending on how it is. Or I might just do both of them this week and not have anything next week. That also happens a lot because, just because, you know, you have it, you want it, you do. It's hard to push things that you want all the time. That is this. And then staying on the sweet topic, this is actually keto, right? This is keto, dark chocolate. This is 86%. I think it's 70+% that you should want to have. But just so you know, right? I'm gonna try to put this on this camera, but I'm not sure if it's gonna show. Especially because I don't have feedback, so I don't even know if I'm aiming right. But 11 carbs, 4 fiber, so it's 7, and that's per 3 squares. And this is I only have one at a time. Like, it's just towards the end of a meal, or if I come to the kitchen and I want something, I'll just have one. So 7 times divided by 3 is like 2 plus. 2 plus carbs per little square, completely keto. It is 180 for 3, so that is 60. So one little square is 60 calories and 2 carbs. How's that possible? Oh, 18 grams of fat. So this is very keto. Yeah. And also, I am trying to change my tastes, right? When you're young, you love the sweets, sodas, milk chocolates, and white chocolates. I'm still not into wine at all, which is good because you shouldn't have wine on keto. But this is something I'm trying to get into, some of the more bitter stuff, so I don't attach myself to the sweets. These don't help, but these do help you get off soda. So you pick your battles, right? I can go over there. Next bag up. So, cheeses. This is a smoky bacon cheddar, and this is Munster. This is for the Shake Shack shroom stack burger, whatever I'm making. You need Munster and cheddar. Munster is actually my favorite. It has become my favorite. I don't know why. It's just I like it better than all the other cheeses that I've tried. And this is something that I've also been doing recently, is just buying new cheeses in that little area by the deli meats and looking at whatever I think I might like and just trying it, because also very keto. You have nothing to worry about here. I saw this. I thought this would be a good addition because I don't really like cheddar. Like that sharp taste, it's not something that I like. That's why I do go towards this. So since I have to have cheddar in this little mushroom thing, I wanted to pick a flavor, and that is that. Next, always have some frozen vegetables, right? Broccoli, cauliflower, and zucchini noodles. I like having these because in my meal preps, I don't plan 2 meal preps at the same time, right? Because I don't look that far ahead into my future. So it's always good to have some of these things always prepared, so that next week I don't have to worry about it. And when I went shopping today, I don't have to overwhelm myself of thinking about 8 recipes or something. I know the 2 that I want tomorrow, and then these can be put into pretty much anything. So I always like to have it. I'm glad that frozen vegetables are coming back, because for about 4 months there, that entire aisle was empty, so I couldn't do any of this. I just got into these zucchini noodles, but I had it with the salmon and butter sauce, and I mean, it came out great. So I want to keep doing that. And also in this bag is ham. Half a pound of ham that can just go in eggs or anything. It's just good to have it. And that is that. Put these in the freezer. Bag. So this is an empty kind of bag. This is just the extra ones that I take into the store. But these are eggs. I buy, my supermarket doesn't always have these, so when they do, I'm pretty happy. But pasture raised, right? There's levels to it. So you can get regular eggs, you can get brown, you can get cage free. I think free range is above cage free. I might be wrong, it might be the opposite way. If you get that, it'll be organic probably. But pasture raised is, from what I hear, is the best way to go, because there is no cages, there is no, right? There are qualifications when you talk about cage free and free range. You don't really have to cage. I think free range means like the door of the barn just has to be open, but they're still cooped up into that entire thing, and they have nowhere to move or any freedom like that. And that's cage free, I guess, but that's free range. And then cage free just means the door of the cage is open. It's that same concept, right? It's a technical term. But yeah, so from what I know, I don't know too much about this. It's just in passing that I do try to make adjustments that are environmentally friendly, I guess. But you can see all the plastic that I've shown you, so it's not fully there. But just the small little changes. If you hear something that you're a little bit conscious of, learn more about it. And yeah, it could always help a little bit, right? Any small change, enough people do it. I guess this is a whole different topic. And this is just, I think I needed an extra container, so just an extra container. I am a meal prep channel. I think that's where I'm going into. I'm swerving into that skid of being a meal prep mostly channel, and then all this will be revolved around it. And I have one more bag. All right, this is the vegetables, right? Portobello mushrooms. Like I said, the shroom burger is later. Onions, 2 white onions. Bell peppers. This is lower carb, but I don't really care. Just always good to, this is like an accent vegetable and goes with anything. Apples are not for me, so let's put that there. Power blend salad. This one is, let's see, spinach, kale, charred collard greens, frizzy, mizuna. I've never even heard of that. But yeah, just a salad, or this is, I topped like my cabbage lasagna that you saw recently with this. Always good to have just some free greens, dark greens around. And lastly, radishes, right? I'm new to radishes. I really love radishes. I think this is better mashed than cauliflower is. Just roast them up if you want. You can add them to pretty much anything. So this is a good add, and it's on the lower spectrum. I think these are a way better replacement to potatoes, and it doesn't get talked about enough because this is something I had to find out on my own. It's not something that was readily talked about when I was starting keto. And that is it. I have a bonus. Well, it's not a bonus. It's for anyone who's 21 plus, right? Every week it is a Truly. This is my favorite brand. You can do yours White Claw or the other ones. I'm not really sure. My favorite is lemonade, and then the berry pack, and then this is the third one. I have lemonade already. I have the berry pack already. So I'm doing this. I usually buy this once a week because whenever I go somewhere to somebody's house or whatever, I might bring a few because I am limited in what I can drink. It's either this or one of these with vodka. Well, I didn't want to show you how big this vodka is, but it's for the year, okay? Don't judge just because it's this big. This and that, or one of these is what I drink, and yeah, that is pretty much it. The only other thing that I might have, which since we're on the topic, I'm just gonna show you real quick, it's on my mind. If I have it, you can still hear me, right, from all the way out here? I don't see it. Oh, yeah. Had a little hat on. I'm not talking about Ciroc itself, I'm just talking about flavored vodka and sparkling water or seltzer, right? So it can be any flavor that you like, any brand that you like. This is one I had because I really like raspberry, and it was a limited edition type thing, so I bought it. So it'll be this combination, so no flavor with a flavor, or this combination, no flavor with a flavor. Or if I'm just trying to hang out and chill, one of these. And that is the bonus. And I think that is it. I have nothing left here. I am going to put this all away, take a little break, and when I come back, well, it'll be a different video for you. I'll be making my mushroom burger and with a couple extras, right? I want to keep that a surprise. So I don't know if this video is coming out before that or after that, and the way I'm setting it up on my Instagram is that it's supposed to be a surprise. So I think I am done. I only have 4 minutes left, and I want to thank you for watching. I hope you got any kind of value, because I've been talking a long time. And what else? Yeah, if you want to join me and we'll learn more about how to ketogenic diet, well, it's not keto, let me not do that. How a ketogenic diet can help you with your long-term weight loss and fitness goals, weight loss and maintenance goals. Consider subscribing, give me a like, follow me on my Instagram, checking out my website. That's all not too important because I just put all this stuff onto my website. So if you come from one of these places, you will have already seen that information. But yeah, I hope you join me and learn. Like, keto's not all fat. It's not crazy. I don't like leaning on this because I feel like I'm trying to promote this, and I'm not trying to, it's just here. But that is it. I will see you very soon, and I don't know, enjoy your day. Stay keto, something like that. We'll get a little tagline. Bye. So real quick, just in case anyone was curious, this is the wrong receipt. It came out to be like $240 for all this for 2 weeks of food, and that is about in range for what I want, because there's stuff that's organic, there's stuff that isn't, like the brisket and things like that, and there's also some things that were not grocery related, they were kitchen or house related, and alcohol and things like that. So the idea is I try to do about $15 a day for what I eat. What is that? $15 a day times 7 is 105, I think. 105 a day. This is coming out to be like, if it 240 divided by 2 straight up is 120, so I'm kind of in range right there if you take away the other stuff. That's what I try to do, right? $15 to $20 a day on food for me is what was in line with whenever I was shopping, or not when I was not cooking. I was just buying and going out and eating and things like that, ordering in. That was about how much I was spending a day, going out to lunch during my lunch break. So yeah, that should be good. Find your budget, stay in line with it. And it's not that bad. You don't have to go overly heavy. You saw there's nothing in that processed food section. There's nothing in frozen food. There's frozen vegetables, but there's nothing that's like prepared. There's no keto crusts and no keto specific products here. You don't need them. I don't think you need them. So yeah, goodbye again.